Hey everyone, it's Tom here with thisonlineworld.com, and I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. So if you've been watching this channel for a while, you'll know that I absolutely love making money online. After all, making money online means you have the power to set your own schedule and to live the kind of lifestyle you want. It also means you can escape the 9-to-5 kind of grind if you want to and live wherever you want to in the world. But figuring out how to make consistent money online can be very difficult. And in my experience, you have to fail a lot of times before you actually find a money-making idea that works for you. So in this video, I'm covering 5 of the most common mistakes I see people make when trying to make money online. I'm also covering some of the major mistakes I've made over the years and, more importantly, how you can avoid them. Hopefully, by hearing these mistakes, you can learn from them and avoid them entirely and start making money online that much faster. Let's get to it. All right, so number 1 on the list of the most common mistakes people make when trying to make money online is that they don't niche down enough. And this is honestly something I did myself plenty of times when trying to make money online, and I think this is the number 1 culprit, which is why I'm listing it as number 1 in this video. So here's a personal example. When I started out with freelance writing, I was kind of writing everything. I was a ghostwriter. I'd write content about food, health, fitness, money, you name it. If there was an article I could get my hands on for a client, I would write it, and I was charging about 0.5 cents per word. And so I was writing at this rate for about a year, and it wasn't until I slowly started getting more into the personal finance space and specializing that I realized I could increase my rates and make a lot more per article. And so over the course of a year and a half, I went from writing at 5 or 7 cents per word to writing at 15 cents per word. I started writing for better publications and gaining more experience and knowledge in the personal finance niche. Fast forward another year and I had clients paying me 25 cents a word. And all of a sudden I was writing for some pretty premium sites, making $300 to $500 an article, and freelance writing had become my full-time job. I see this all the time with other freelancers and services, and I think the way to solve this problem is to ask yourself, how can you niche down or specialize just 1 or 2 levels down from your main offering? I'll give you a few examples. Let's say you're a graphic designer. You could start offering YouTube thumbnails to content creators and charge a premium for those specialty services. If you're a video editor, you could start specializing in content repurposing, making TikTok, Reels, and YouTube Shorts for long-form content creators. Again, if you're a website designer, you could specialize in Shopify e-commerce stores, in clothing, home goods, or a particular niche. This doesn't mean you have to give up your core service offering, but you might want to experiment with maybe some kind of specialization or niching down a little bit and selling a premium service on the side of your main offering. All right, and number 2 on the list of common mistakes people make when making money online is not having any portfolio. And this one frustrates me so much because it's again something I did for way too long, and it's something I see pretty much every single day. So I get freelance writing or video editing or virtual assistant DMs or emails all the time with people wanting to work for This Online World or this YouTube channel. And I would say about 50 to 75% of these emails and DMs don't have a portfolio link. And the blunt truth is, if you pitch people online for work and you don't have any previous work examples, you are not going to get hired. There are very few people who will just take a random shot in the dark on you and give you a chance. It's a bit unfortunate, but that's just how the world works. And so this might be a bit of a chicken and egg problem, like how do you get work experience if no one hires you and you have no experience? And really, I think the solution to this problem is to just do some work for free and for yourself. You don't have to work for other clients here, but you could just build a personal portfolio and put your projects or your passion projects up there for the world to see. If you're a graphic designer, make some logos, make some websites, put them on a portfolio. If you're a writer, start writing on Medium or start a blog, start these kind of side projects, put your work out there, and then when you pitch clients, you actually have something to show them. All right, number 3 on this list of the most common mistakes people make that's stopping them from making money online is they have lazy sales pitches. And this is another example I see pretty much every day with people emailing This Online World to try and collaborate. I get emails all the time that start out something like, hello webmaster, or hello blog owner, or hello This Online World team. And when I get a pitch like this, it shows me that I haven't done their research or homework, because if you just scroll down or you look at my about page, you'll find my name is Tom pretty much all over my blog or YouTube channel. And I made this mistake myself in the past. I'd kind of get, pitch happy, and I would send a bunch of emails to different publications saying, hey, I can write for you, I can write this kind of content, whatever. But I wasn't really giving them a tailored, unique, and worthwhile pitch that they should even consider. And really, I think the takeaway here is don't just pitch people, actually do your homework and think of how you can solve a unique pain point they might be having for their business. In other words, don't just explain the generic service you sell, explain how that service might be able to benefit their business in a unique way. So for me with personal finance writing, a lot of that was just basically telling them, hey, I specialize in these types of topics. I notice your site doesn't have these topics yet, or maybe it only has a bit, but I could help you build out that content niche and make you guys some money with my expertise in writing. If you're a graphic designer, you can do the same thing. Say, hey, I noticed maybe you need a new logo, or maybe you're looking to revamp your website or make some different social media graphics. That's what I specialize in. That's what I can help you out in. I see video editors do this all the time. They do a great job at it. They email me saying, hey, you're not on TikTok, you're not on Instagram. What's up? I should make you Reels and TikTok shorts and things like that. So look at the pain points a potential client might be having, do your homework, and explain how you could help them. in your sales pitch. All right, and one fourth reason you might not be making money online is that you're kind of following your passions instead of listening to what the market is telling you. So billionaire Mark Cuban actually has a really nice talk on this idea. And in his talk, he basically explains how even though he loves playing basketball, he was never tall or athletic enough to go professional. So instead of just following his passion of basketball endlessly, he focused on what he was good at, and that happened to be tech and broadcasting at the time. So he got more involved in that space, and he sold his first company eventually for $6 million, and he's now a billionaire. Now, this same concept of listening to what the market is signaling versus just doing what you love really applies to making money online as well. And so another personal example I can share is that when I started This Online World, I was kind of blogging about all these different finance topics, and I was talking about investing a lot or saving money or budgeting, because at the time I was in college and that was what really interested me. And even though Google never ranked any of this finance content, and it was just ranking like the money making app stuff or the making money online stuff and side hustle content, I kept writing personal finance content. I was just writing investing apps all the time, all this different kinds of content, and I wasn't making any money from it and was not getting any traction. So eventually, after about a year and a half, I switched gears and I focused on what Google was telling me was working, what readers were actually reading and commenting on, and my blog started growing month over month. You can see this problem impacting a lot of e-commerce stores or freelancers as well. Like there's lots of stores I see online, they're selling way too many SKUs. Like they're selling thousands of products. They don't really know what their main product is or what their best sellers are, and they're not focusing on what really brings home the bacon. A lot of freelancers do this too. They try to be this all-in-one toolkit. Like, oh, I'll do graphic design and website copy, and I'll run paid ads, and I'll do email marketing. It's kind of a lot to digest as a potential client. And again, you're not offering a specialized service, so why would someone hire you when they can hire someone who does that job a lot better? All right, and the fifth and final common mistake that might stop people from making money online is that they don't reinvest money into growth. Now, unless you're working a remote job or some kind of online job for some company, when you make money online, you're typically running some sort of business. And so really you have to treat a business exactly like what it is. And that is a business that requires, some inputs to make more outputs, some actual fuel to keep the fire going. And so this lesson actually took me ages to learn with blogging, and it's probably the biggest mistake I've made when making money online, or trying to. And really, it took me years before I was confident enough in this online world to reinvest money back into growth. But once I started buying some of my time back by, working with virtual assistants or hiring writing help or hiring social media help, I had way more time to focus on some of the most profitable aspects of the business and started generating way more revenue. And so once you start making some money online, you can do the same thing. You can maybe purchase a course that teaches you a very high value skill that you can, then sell for even more money. Maybe you hire a virtual assistant to help you with the administrative side of things while you focus on, revenue growth or diversification. Or maybe you just invest in software that either saves you a ton of time or gives you some sort of competitive edge. Now, this isn't to say you should just throw money at an online business idea right at the start. I think bootstrapping is actually very valuable, and I think you should probably prove some kind of proof of concept before you dump money into something. But once you have an online business or online income stream that's, chugging along, making some money, don't be afraid to put a bit of money back into the business, because it is a business at the end of the day. Anyways, guys, that does it for 5 common mistakes I see when people try to make money online, and some important tips to hopefully help you avoid them. Honestly, I think the internet's crazy. Like there's so much exciting opportunity out there and absolutely amazing ways to make money online and really change your life and amplify your income. But that said, I also think embracing failure is very important. I mean, I tried so many side hustles over college. I tried print on demand, drop shipping, Amazon affiliate sites, and none of them worked. They were all disasters, but I was able to learn a lot of valuable lessons along the way, apply some of those skills I had learned to blogging, and now blogging and YouTube and freelance writing is what I do full time. So I like to think that it worked out, and that, a lot of the painstaking mistakes I made actually helped me accomplish a few things today. But looking back, I certainly could have worked a lot smarter. I could have learned from my mistakes a lot faster. So hopefully this video helps you guys skip some of those pain points and start making money online that much faster. Anyways, guys, I really appreciate you watching. I hope you all have a fantastic day. And as always, don't forget to check out thisonlineworld.com for more unique ways to make and save money. I'll catch you guys in the next one.